Welcome to the Psychology of Everything. Today, we will explore the topic of giving to the poor from a biblical psychology perspective. Biblical psychology integrates biblical principles and teachings into the study and understanding of human behavior and mental processes. It recognizes the spiritual dimension of human life and the significance of a relationship with Yahweh. This approach emphasizes values such as respect, compassion, and empathy, and acknowledges the need for healing and restoration in the face of brokenness and suffering. Join us as we delve into the importance of treating the poor with dignity and kindness, reflecting the belief that all human beings are created in the image of Yahweh and possess inherent worth and value. The Bible teaches that giving to the poor and helping those in need is a central part of living a righteous and faithful life. By showing generosity and compassion towards others, we not only bless them, but we also honor Yahweh and store up treasures in heaven. In other words, acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion towards others, especially those in need, can lead to spiritual blessings, inner peace, and a sense of fulfillment. The Bible declares in Psalms 41 verses 1 to 10, "Blessed is he who considers the poor, the Lord will deliver him in times of trouble. The Lord will preserve him and keep him alive, and he will be blessed on the earth, you will not deliver him to the will of his enemies." These scriptures remind us that those who show kindness and generosity to the less fortunate will be rewarded by Yahweh. It also suggests that the act of giving to the poor is not only a charitable act, but also a way of expressing gratitude to Yahweh and acknowledging his blessings. These scriptures encourage us to be mindful of those who are less fortunate than ourselves and to be generous with what we have. It also reminds us that acts of kindness and charity can have positive consequences not only for those we help, but also for ourselves. According to Proverbs 19 verse 17, "Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed." This passage suggests that when we give to the poor, we are lending to the Lord and that he will repay us for our good deeds. Proverbs 22 verse 9 states that whoever has a bountiful eye will be blessed, for he shares his bread with the poor. This passage emphasizes the blessings that come from being generous and sharing with those in need. Inviting those who are poor and in need to our homes and showing them hospitality is an important way to demonstrate our love and compassion for others. According to Luke 14 verses 13 to 14, "But when you give a feast, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed, because they cannot repay you. For you will be repaid at the resurrection of the just." According to the Bible, giving to the poor is an important way to store up treasures in heaven, which are more valuable than earthly possessions. In the Gospel of Luke 12 verses 33 to 34, Yeshua spoke to his disciples and a large crowd of people about the dangers of greed and the importance of storing up treasures in heaven rather than on earth. He tells them that they should sell their possessions and give the proceeds to the needy, and that they should invest in treasures that will not perish or be stolen, but rather will be stored up for them in heaven. Yeshua is emphasizing the idea that material possessions should not be the focus of our lives, but rather we should focus on helping others and building up spiritual wealth. Proverbs 19 verse 17 states, "Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." Proverbs 28 verse 27 emphasizes the importance of giving to the poor. The verse reads, "Those who give to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to them receive many curses." This proverb suggests that those who give generously to those in need will be blessed with abundance and will not experience lack in their lives. However, those who ignore the plight of the poor and refuse to help them will face the consequences of their actions. The verse implies that giving to the poor is not only a moral obligation but also a wise investment in one's own future. When we give to the poor, we are not only helping them but also investing in our own well-being. By giving generously, we create positive outcomes and open ourselves up to blessings and abundance. On the other hand, when we ignore the needs of the poor, we are inviting curses into our lives. Luke 6 verse 38 encourages you to give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 7 discusses the importance of giving with a cheerful heart. The verse reads, "Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for Yahweh loves a cheerful giver." This verse emphasizes that giving should come from a willing heart and not from a sense of obligation or duty. It is important to give with a positive and cheerful attitude, as this reflects the love and generosity of Yahweh. The verse encourages individuals to give according to their own decision and not under pressure from external factors or others. It is not the amount that matters, but rather the attitude and motivation behind the giving. Giving should come from a genuine desire to help and bless others, without any selfish motives or expectations of receiving something in return. The verse highlights that Yahweh loves a cheerful giver, indicating that giving should be a joyful and uplifting experience. Giving with a cheerful heart not only benefits those in need, but it also brings joy and fulfillment to the giver. The act of giving is a reflection of Yahweh's love and generosity, and a cheerful giver acknowledges and celebrates this truth. Essentially, these scriptures teach us that giving to the poor is not only a virtuous act, but it also has blessings and rewards associated with it. As children of Yahweh, we are called to be generous with what we have and to show compassion towards those in need. Thank you so much for staying until the end of today's discussion. Your attention and engagement are greatly appreciated. If you enjoyed today's content and would like to see more, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll never miss a new video and you'll be helping us grow our community of like-minded individuals interested in exploring the fascinating world of psychology. Once again, thank you for your time and I hope to see you again soon.